And today in True Crime History, John Wayne Gacy here was executed May 10th, 1994 at the age of 52 by lethal injection. This absolutely disgusting and sadistic serial killer claimed the lives of 33 boys. He would dress up as a clown and attend birthday parties, and his nickname was Patches the Clown, but no, that is definitely not where I got my nickname from. He lured the young boys into his basement with alcohol, 18+ magazines, and would eventually do the most awful things to them and kill them. He would bury them under the floorboards, and if anybody such as house guests or his wife asked him what the smell was, he would always say it was the mildew moisture buildup. He was diagnosed of schizophrenia, but the jury still found him guilty on all 33 counts of murder, and unfortunately 6 of those victims found under the floorboards have yet to be identified. He also managed a couple of KFC fast food restaurants, and his last meal was shrimp, a pound of strawberries, and some KFC chicken.
Today on American Female Serial Killers, we have Dana Sue Gray. And as I've said before, these take me a very long time, so if you can like, comment, copy link, anything to help me get views, I do appreciate you to the fullest extent of the law. Okay, so Dana Sue Gray was born on December 6, 1957, and she is an American serial killer who murdered 3 elderly women in 1994. Fun fact, that's the year I was born. She was caught after a 4th intended victim survived and identified her. Gray said that she committed the murders to support her spending habits, and she is currently alive serving her life sentence at the California Women's Prison in Chowchilla. Dana was born Dana Sue Armbrust on December 6, 1957 in Southern California to Beverly and Russell Armbrust. Russell worked as a hairdresser and had 3 previous marriages before marrying Beverly, a former beauty queen who had been an MGM starlet. Beverly was described as an aggressive, vain woman. The two divorced when she found her husband grappling with an older woman who had angered her. Dana Sue was only 2 years old at the time and afterwards rarely saw her father and began acting out to get attention. Whenever Beverly would discipline Dana, she would retaliate by stealing money to buy candy and would occasionally fly into fits of violence. In school, she did not get along well with other students and did poorly in class. As an adult, before she committed the murders, she was a pro skydiver, which is an extremely random fact. Luckily, she was caught and she's only 63 today.
What happened to Elaine Doyle? 16-year-old Elaine spent her last evening enjoying her first ever adult disco with friends at Greenock's Celtic Supporters Club, Glasgow. But her life was cut short when she was brutally murdered as she walked home in 1986. On Monday the 2nd of June, a local resident went to pick up his car from the lane, and to his horror, he discovered Elaine's body. Elaine had marks around her neck. Detectives also noted signs of a struggle and concluded the crime was sexually motivated. Tufts of hair and a broken bracelet were found at the scene. Strangely, the teenager's clothes were undamaged and left folded neatly beside the body. Hundreds of people were interviewed, but as time passed, the case went cold. The case was eventually reopened by police in 2012 after DNA that was taken from Elaine's chest and face matched former soldier John Docherty. He was convicted at the High Court in Edinburgh and jailed for a minimum of 21 years in 2014.
The morning of February 9th, 2004, Mara Murray emailed her boyfriend Bill telling him that she would call him later. Bill never received that call because Mara Murray would go missing later that day. Butch Atwood was the last person to see her. He found her crashed on the side of the road, and when he offered to help, she said she already called AAA. He went back home and called the police, but by the time they got to the scene, it was too late. Mara Murray had vanished. Inside the car, they found a bottle of beer, box of red wine, and a book about people who have died trying to hike Mount Washington. They found out she withdrew her entire savings and emailed her job saying she wouldn't be there for a week due to a death in her family. She is still missing and this case remains unsolved. Follow for part 2 coming tomorrow.
The most popular theory is that Mara ran away to Canada to start a new life. Many people believe this theory due to Mara withdrawing all of her money from the bank and taking only the important items from her dorm room. Mara's father, however, does not believe this theory. He believes Mara was kidnapped very soon after the crash from someone in the local area. Another theory is that Butch Atwood, the last person to see Mara alive, took her, killed her, and buried her body. Some believe Mara was stressed from the car accident, so decided to take a walk in the woods and died from hypothermia, or willingly took her own life. However, no body was ever found to prove those theories. To this day, Mara's father continues the search in the hopes of one day being reunited with his daughter.